Got our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, man. Whole ass Keith Idek posted something about a historical fact about Caleb Plant and David Benavidez about the ring size. We'll talk about it. The ring size will be an issue for David Benavidez. I mean, obviously, it could be used as a valid built-in excuse, but hey, just like everybody telling Ryan Garcia, what he signed up for. Don't make excuses that you signed up for. So apparently, Keith Holas Idek is saying that Benavidez, the plant, will fight a 22 by 22 ring inside the ropes on Saturday night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. That's larger than the standard 20 by 20 ring used in Nevada since the mid 90s. Plant team requested an exemption, which was approved by Nevada State Athletic Commission. Okay. Al Bernstein said this is a big deal. Surprised the Benavidez team didn't protest, or did they? They weren't happy about it. They really wanted to fight, though, so they allowed it in the contract. So it's in the contract. It's in the contract. So there ain't no excuses about it. They thought Caleb Plant was going to take his ball and go home. I heard the daddy say basically we thought he was going to walk away from the fight, so we just went into it. So to me, if you know how to cut the ring off, shouldn't be no issue with it. You signed up for it, shouldn't be no issue. I just think that about Caleb Plant a little bit more time to get knocked out. If he gonna move and finesse on the outside. Didn't matter how big the ring was versus Canelo. When you got to moving from the beginning and Canelo just stalk you. So in my opinion, would that affect the way I bet? No. Maybe if you think he survived a little longer. But I just think him moving in boxing is just not going to be a recipe for success. Maybe with a bigger ring, he might get away with something. He might steal something or something of that nature. He might with a bigger ring. I could be wrong. But I just think him moving and burning energy and using the ring, and I think he's going to have to be more aggressive. I think he's going to have balance of everything, and maybe it's a factor. But when you want something so bad, you don't need to negotiate. At least give him an opportunity. Say, oh no, we ain't gonna let that slide, homeboy, home slice. We ain't gonna let that slide. We can't do the ring now. If he said, well, I'm gonna go do something else, then cool. Then okay, we'll do it. Then we'll call his bluff. But the way Benavidez and them, the way him and Benavidez team played this, I don't think it was smart. I don't think it was smart. They should at least call this bluff. So at the end of the day, of course, if they put in a contract and Al Heyman, um, and Al Heyman, now Heyman say, "Oh, we good, we can do it. Ain't no problem with it." Then hey, ain't no problem with it. I tell you, all these sanctioning belt bodies and all these, state athletic commissions and stuff of that nature, bro. All these dudes move on a dime, bro. Ain't no integrity. Their integrity is money. That's their integrity. It's the money. That's all they care about is the money. Excuse me. That's all they care about is the money. That's all they care about is the money. So, I mean, they said we can't do this. I'll make a nice donation. Then hey, we can do this. Yes, I can. Am I Sherman? Yes, I can. So that's all this shit move on is the dollar sign. And could it be a big deal? Yeah, it could be a big deal. But they agreed to it. They agreed to it. If Caleb Plant still get beat up in a ring of that size, guess what? It look even worse on Caleb Plant. So I mean, like I said, if you cut the ring off, you cut the ring off, bro. Might take a little bit longer, but if he planning on running and 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 running, so be it. He's shown that he can't box for 12 rounds moving without getting tired. Even in some of his victories, he showed that he can't do that. Just being real. So at some point, that's what Benavidez just got to keep touching them, keep touching the body, keep hitting them everywhere, wear them down. At some point, Benavidez is going to be able to close the gap. And like I said, I think it's best for Benavidez. I think it's best for Benavidez. I mean, Caleb Plant to close that gap before Benavidez closing on him at certain points in this fight. I do. I do. But that's just my opinion on it. Don't make it fact. Don't make it biblical. He might, use the entire 22x22 ring and style on David Benavidez. He might, But something I'm ready to say, oh, DEFCON, 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 DEFCON. No, not yet. Not yet. So I'm not willing to say, oh, it's a wrap, it's a wrap, it's a wrap, it's a wrap. I think Benavidez still should pull it off. Might take a little bit longer, might want to change your knockout round. It might not be nothing, but apparently this is something that ain't happened to them since the mid-90s. So I think it's still something that you want to monitor as a bettor, or if you're putting some money on this or whatever the situation it may be, still might want to monitor this. You still might want to monitor it. But yeah, I still think it is what it is. I think they still gonna be straight. I still think it's gonna be straight. But I could be wrong. But hey, if you don't need the advantage, why put it in there? It's the $1 million question. If you don't need the advantage, why put it in there? Why put it in there? But I still think Benavidez might take him a little bit longer than expected, but I still think he should still catch up to him. You had enough camp to prepare for this. You knew this was in the contract. The daddy said, man, we thought he probably, if we didn't agree to it, he gonna pull out. Find out. It sounds like some bad negotiation tactics. If you worried about it, worry about it. And try to see if you can make some other concessions to make it happen, or see, and like Caleb Plant said, he said they ain't, they never came and contested it. They just took it. So why not? That's what he said. They never came and contested or said nothing about it. And Jose Benavidez Senior said that he thought that that Caleb Plant would just pick his ball up and walk away from negotiations. But why not fuck around and find out? That's my thing about it. Why not find out? Why not find out? I would have wanted to find out. He would have to prove it to me, bro. But they had their reasons, and it must not have been that dire for them to pick it up and pick that, to ask for it. To me, it make the victory versus David that just that much sweeter. But you had enough camp to prepare for all of that. He had enough camp to prepare for all of that, bro. So, hey, it is what it is. They should be working on breaking that man body down, breaking him down everywhere, every which way. Every which way. Every which way. So, but yeah, I mean, that's going to be a big ring. That's going to be a big ring. That's going to be a big ring. But I think Benavidez, they had enough time to prepare. Now, if he lose and the ring play the factor, you can. Of course, they gonna say, "Well, yeah, the ring was kind of big and this, that." And of course, they gonna say that. Even he gonna say, he might say something like, "Well, I ain't trying to make no excuses. I ain't trying to really make no excuses like that. But the ring was big as hell. The ring was big as hell." you know. So, but it is what it is, man. I don't think it's a huge difference. You agreed to it and had time to prepare for it, and I just think it may it may prolong the fight a little bit longer than we thought. But hey, check out the box news playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $sign CJ Good 313 Venmo CJ Good 313 PayPal link description. Appreciate the love support. That's Minnie. She about to get put in her cage. Peace.